Sure, it's glamorous. Sure, it's a dream come true. But just like any other kind of life, you win some and you lose some when you're living the life of a K-pop idol. I've always wanted to sit down with a fellow K-pop artist to have a heart-to-heart about this job and let them know, hey, I feel you. And finally, I get to do just that. Joining me in the studio for our Wednesday segment, I Feel You, is Nvee of the K-pop girl group, Blackswan. Welcome back.
Hello, yeah.
Hi.
I liked that you still added, I feel you.
I remember that you liked it. That's why I added it. Just for you.
Thank you. It's great to
I don't
do
know
that.
what I did with the K-pop idol part.
I
was thinking of doing saying artist or idol, and then it kind of got weird. Idol.
Idol.
So how was your week?
Yeah, last week was pretty. It was a very busy week. We had a lot of
practice.
Practices.
Did you go to any special events, or did anything special happen?
No, last week I didn't have no.
Just practice.
Regular
schedule. Mm-hmm. I have a few news. Yeah, news. Okay, now that sounds like a big deal, but no, just small things.
Okay, what happened?
There's just I've been craving for ramen.
Okay.
For like the past few weeks. I mean, I love ramen, but that was my meal.
Okay.
For the past few weeks.
Okay.
Even last night I was eating ramen, so I'm like, I feel bad about it because I don't work out.
Okay.
So I feel very guilty that I've been eating ramen.
Why feel guilty?
I feel puffy, like my whole body doesn't feel right.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's a bad thing. Bad news.
No. Well, I hope your body will get over that.
Yeah, I mean, you've tried Korean noodles,
Of course
right?
I
So
have.
delicious.
It's amazing. They're especially.
So spicy and so delicious. Especially if you eat it with kimchi.
Oh yes, yes, of course. You know, there's like this one thing I found on TikTok, on a social media app. And it's like you take the ramen and then you boil it, and then in a separate bowl you put like mayo, like half of the seasoning powder, and a egg yolk. What else? And hot water, and you mix it together, and then you strain the noodles, and then you put it in, and then you mix it together.
Huh.
It is so good.
Really? With mayonnaise?
Yes, not like a buttload, like probably like this much. And
have you tried it?
Yeah, I eat it. Well, I haven't eaten ramen in like a couple weeks, but like
so
when
good.
I found it, I will show you the recipe later. It's so good. You have to try it.
Sounds yummy. And the second thing is that I'm trying to get a new phone.
Okay.
But the first time I went to the store, I forgot to bring my ID card. Second time it was closed. Third time they didn't have the product, so I still don't have it in my hand. So I'm gonna go get it after the show, after today's show.
Good luck.
Please, yeah.
I hope you can get your new phone, because
it's so hard to get it. Now I want it even more.
It's like, because before I came here, I bought my own phone, and at the time I wanted a specific like. What's the word? A version.
Oh yeah.
So I would go and I would call them like, hey, do you have this? Oh, yeah, we do, but someone might come and buy it today. So, but if you get here before them, maybe we could. That was the fastest I have drove in my life to get a phone. And it's weird because I'm like, I can get a phone at any time, but when it's a new phone, it's like, no, I need it right now.
And when you know that somebody
is about to take it.
It's so funny. What's wrong? Yeah, with our emotions. Like, it's just this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. And how are you enjoying the weather? It's spring now. I mean, you look so fresh and bright and green and colorful.
Thank you. I like how it's more sunny. It's still not warm for me though.
Same here, it's still chilly.
If I still have to wear like a heavy jacket, it's still winter for me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh no, it's spring. I was like, Is it really? Because it's still cold.
Yeah, it's sunny, but it's cold, and then sometimes it gets rainy.
Yeah.
It's somewhere in between, I would say.
I'm waiting for like, have the flowers bloomed yet?
No.
They haven't. Okay. To me,
Not really.
I think at least last year, it started getting warm near April. Yeah. So, and that's also when the flowers started blooming. Once like the flowers bloom, I'm like, okay, now it's officially spring.
April
Yeah.
is like the official spring.
Because even at home, our winters are short. Like our winter doesn't really start until January, February. Like it gets cold in November, December, but we don't get snow or really, really cold weather until January, February. And then it finishes by like March, mid-April. So, yeah.
Yeah, we're looking forward to the real spring. Yes. Are there some things that you look forward to about spring in Seoul?
Yeah. For me, the cherry blossoms.
In Yeouido?
Yeah, except I haven't actually personally gone there to see them. I always see like pictures and stuff where I see them on the ground where I live, but I want to actually go and see everything.
Maybe you should have a date with your members and have like a girls' day.
Yeah.
Girls' day picnic or something.
When you said have a date, I was like, I don't have anyone to date. Except I was like, then you said members. I was like, okay.
I know it's not allowed, when you're working.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
It
wasn't
is,
allowed in my
don't have the, it's like, we don't
At
have
least
the
you're
time
not allowed to say it.
We're not allowed to say it, but like, we don't have the time.
That's true. Too busy too.
Yeah, we're too busy, and it's, I guess, just nowadays, it's a very touchy subject when it comes to idols or like.
Is it still like that?
Now?
Yeah.
I think it's a tiny bit more relaxed than it used to be, but it's still that thing. Cause like, I don't know how to say this. Like,
I think it's always a sensitive topic, right?
Yeah, because they're also, private, personal life. So like for me, when it comes to like friends and family, I like to keep it private and don't really like to talk about it. So that's just me, even when it comes to dating too. So like I can understand. But at the same time, like, it's like, I want to be able to show, hey, I'm dating this person. I'm happy. Can you be happy? It's like, and some will, but there's some that aren't, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Everybody's entitled to their own opinions.
Right. And whenever you're ready, someday you'll, announce it.
For sure.
All right, we're going to take a quick song break before we get started for real. Here is Seo Ji-won and his song 내 눈물 모아, Gather My Tears. Heard Seo Ji-won and his song 내 눈물 모아, Gather My Tears. What did you think about this song?
When was this, when did this song come
I'm
out?
not exactly sure, but 1990s.
The 90s? Okay.
The 90s song.
I like the, like I said a couple weeks ago, like with the older type music, I like the emotion of it. I love songs that have emotion and have like the instrumental with like the piano or like violins or something that just brings the climax of it together. It always gives me goosebumps. I really like this song.
Me too. This is one of the signature songs of 1990s. Love it. Super sentimental
great.
And one of my favorites. Right, so let's read the comments.
Okay.
Alex S. Case, Vibrant Music, AV's World, Kelly, Sola, Ray KB, Poonam Kim, King Lindo TV says, Hi Nvee!
Hello!
Hello, and Ham says, Welcome back Nvee, you both look so pretty as usual today. Nvee, your hairstyle reminds me of a toy poodle today. Oh!
Thank you.
That's so cute.
This is one of my lazy hairstyles, but it's also like, it's a lazy, but it can be put in a way that doesn't make it seem lazy. But really, I just and then put the clip in. But thank you.
So is your hair always curly? Like,
Yeah, this is my
Your real hair?
natural
Natural hair.
hair, like
wow.
Style, I guess.
Wow. It's
You want
super
that?
curly. Wow. Because
you.
my hair is very straight.
Okay.
So it's the completely opposite of your hairstyle. So it's, wow. Impressive.
Thank you. Like I said a couple weeks ago, I like to give you guys different hairstyles, keep it like interesting, fresh. But yeah, thank you. I'm glad. I mean, toy poodle. I like that.
Yeah, it's a cute comparison. And King Lindo TV says, Nvee, your curls are popping.
Thank you. I like King Lindo TV. Is always
Lindo
watching.
TV.
I love this. I love this.
Yes, King Lindo TV is our regular listener, and thank you always for tuning in. All right, so moving on to our topic. Last week, we started a sort of a segment within the segment where we take a look at some useful Korean expressions through K-pop song lyrics.
Yes.
And the song we talked about last week, do you remember what it was? The song and the singer.
The singer
do you remember
was
the expression?
장기하.
장기하. Yeah.
선배님. But I remember it was they had the word 사이 in it, and then some,
사이,
which like the
some.
situationship.
Yes.
But it starts with the
그렇고 그런 사이. 그렇고 그런 사이.
그런 사이. Yes.
And do you remember the music video?
Yes.
The hand. the hand gesture. Yeah. Oh, you're a good student. You
Thank
have
you.
practiced.
Thank you.
What's that?
Yes, this
그렇고
one.
그런 사이. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So do you think the song was helpful in making the expression more memorable? Like learning an expression through songs. Do you think that's a good idea?
Yeah, when I first kind of started learning Korean, I would either watch something, whether it's a drama, or listen. And nowadays, what is on my face? When I listen to more Korean music, whether it's ballads, K-pop, there are words I'm like, oh wait, I have heard this a lot, but like, what does it mean? So like, then I'll research and like, oh, okay. I'm slowly starting to actually be able to comprehend what I like, listen and read. So
that's the
it's a good way
beginning
to do it.
of learning a new language.
Yes.
And it's surprisingly, there's so many great expressions in a song, in just one song.
Yeah.
So I think music and song lyrics is a good way to practice a language.
Yeah.
Right? And while we talked about the song, the topic about some or a situationship or that fun stage just before the start of a real romantic relationship came up. And that reminded of the song we're going to listen to today. It is Some by Soyu and Chung Gi-go featuring Lil Boy.
Okay.
So this song was released in early 2014, which means it's already been over 10 years. Wow. It doesn't feel that long, but wow.
That's when I started high school.
That's when you started high school? 2014?
Yeah. Holy crap. Wow. You're saying 10 years?
10 years. But you know, if you listen to the song, it doesn't feel old. It still feels like a new
song.
Yeah, a new song. Well, the song totally dominated the entire year and it was playing everywhere. Everywhere at all times. You walk past a restaurant, it's playing. You walk past a shop, it's playing. You know.
I understand
it's one of those
that
songs.
Yeah.
So it was stuck in many people's heads. So we've already talked about what some is last time and how we feel about it. So let's jump right into a useful expression from the song. What do you think?
Let's do it.
Yeah. So there's the highlight expression is this. It's so funny. 요즘 따라 nowadays, right? 요즘 따라 내 거인 듯 내 거 아닌 내 거 같은 너.
There's not a lot of neko in there.
It rhymes. Yeah.
Is that a tongue twister for you?
Kind of. Yeah. 요즘 따라 내 거인 듯 내 거 아닌 내 거 같은 너. And then 네 거인 듯 네 거 아닌 네 거 같은 너. So this was the part. The highlight part. So roughly translated, this means, especially these days, you seem like mine, but you're not mine. But you feel like mine. I seem like yours, but I'm not. But I feel like yours.
Wow.
Right? It's vague,
It's
ambitious. What do you think?
It's like
Unclear.
Yeah, it's like, you know, the thing with like an unclear situationship, really. It's like do you like,
그런 사이요.
like, it feels like you like me, but do you like me? Or like, what's,
Yeah,
what are your
exactly.
feelings, basically?
That's the point. You got it.
Yes.
You're all right on point.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is precisely what having a situationship feels like, right? Some. Like, you seem like mine, but you're not mine, but you feel like mine. What do you think about this whole situation? Does it annoy you?
Yes. I think they need to have a talk on what they are.
Yeah.
It's the
Do you think it's a cultural thing? Or is it like that in the States too?
It's like that in the States too. Depending, like, not, don't quote me on this, it's not with everybody, obviously, but like, I've seen a lot of things with, whether it's my friends or a family, where it's like, it's unclear on like, he makes me feel like this, he makes me feel really happy, or this person makes me feel really happy, but it's like they also do this and it makes me feel, wait, do they really want to be with me? Right. It's like, what are we, basically? It's a lot of, it's a lot of, what are we? So what is this? Like, basically, I hear that a lot in the States too. So I think it's kind of,
so you wouldn't say it's a cultural, we wouldn't say it's,
maybe it's just a
depends on
human
the
thing.
person.
Maybe it's just a human thing with like relationships that I don't know how it is in like Europe or anything else other than like the States or even in Korea, but I don't know. It's hard
now
to say.
that I think about it, I think it really depends on the person, because some people like wants to make it clear.
Yeah.
But some people kind of enjoy this situationship.
It's like, I don't know if it's more like I'm kind of trying to gauge, do I really like this person? And I don't want to like, what's the word? Oh, I hear this a lot. Oh, what is it? It'll come to me, but it's like I don't want to give them hope that I might like them when I'm still trying to figure out my feelings. It's like that. It maybe for some that I think
희망 고문, they would say in Korean.
희망 고문.
Yeah, in Korean you would say 희망 고문, to torture someone with, you know, your feelings.
I got
with
it.
Hope.
Lead them on. I don't. For me specifically, if I want to go into a relationship at the beginning, the situationship, I need to gauge. Okay, wait. Do I really want to like open myself up to this person and date them? Like, I don't want to lead them on and then have to like break their heart later. That's something. It's hard. It's hard to gauge other people's feelings when you're first like getting to know them. So, but then there are people who are more safer, like, hey, I like you, do you like me, do we want to, like, what are we, do we want to make this a relationship? So there's like different kinds.
Right. I think a situationship can be fun in a short period of time, for a short period of time, but if it gets longer, no thank you, right?
Yeah. Like by that point, it's like, what?
At first, it can be ticklish and, you know,
of course.
fun. But if it gets longer, then what are we? Right? Like, let's get to the point.
Like by at least,
it's
at least by a couple of dates, you should know by that point what are like. Oh, okay, I like this person. Let's give it a try.
Yeah,
like
like you
if it
said,
like
don't
goes for like
lead it
3 a month or 2, and you still don't know
what are you
what
doing?
your feelings are. Then it's like, come on,
yes or no.
It's not hard. Yeah.
Exactly. So there are people who say, "Be mine," like 내꺼 하자.
Are you singing a little bit of the song?
Oh no, it's not the song.
Okay.
It's another song. It reminded me of another song.
Okay,
There's a song called 내꺼 하자 by, I think, Infinite. Yeah, by Infinite. It's an idols group. Anyway, and then so there are people who say "be mine," and then there are people who say 내 거인 듯 내 거 아닌 내 거 같은 너. So there are different types of people. You know, one thing I really regret in a relationship, because nobody really taught me, but now that I think about it, I feel very bad, is that when in my past relationships, when people propose to me, like when they
Like a marriage
no
proposal?
wait, propose sounded like a marriage.
Like
no.
they ask you?
When they asked me out,
Okay.
I didn't want to be mean, so I would kind of say, let me think about it and not reply. I never got back to them. Then they would be...
Did you ghost people?
Yeah, I didn't know what to do. I felt bad for it.
Okay.
Because I was really bad at saying no.
Okay.
I felt bad. Like, I was bad at
Understandable, yeah.
declining or rejecting. So I would just say, I don't know, like, I need time. And then I would just disappear.
Yeah.
I would give them hope. I know, so I regret it. Now that I think about it, I should have just said no.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I understand because for me, I don't like to hurt people's feelings. So, like, I'll just, like, when it comes to relationships or stuff, I will, if they ask me up front, like, hey, do you want to go out with me? When it's like that, I was like, sorry, like, I don't feel the same way about you. I will say no in a very polite way, but, like,
I should have learned to say no in a polite way, but I didn't know how to, so I just didn't.
I always start off with, like, I'm sorry.
Oh.
You're great, but, like, I don't feel the same way about you, basically. It's like,
I was too scared to say that, to reject the
Yeah.
person.
But then there's, like, instances, because I can't lie, at least at some point in everybody's life, I'm sure that they have ghosted someone or just, like, left them on red and just not reply ever. And I have once, and I don't know why I did that. I can't even remember the situation, and I'm sorry to whoever that person was.
Yeah, I'm sorry to whoever.
But I guess
you're watching.
it's like, I don't know. You don't want to hurt the person's feelings, but at the same time, you're hurting them if you just be like, because then they're going to be like, what, is there something wrong with me? Like, why did they do this? And it's like a whole why situation.
Right, so I learned a big lesson.
And it's happened to me too. I've been ghosted before, and it's not a great feeling.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Well, going back to the topic, I'd say the most important bits you should remember from this song is 내 거,
내 거.
내 것, 내 것, which became 내 것, meaning mine, and 네 거 meaning yours. 내 거, 네 거. So these are very casual ways of saying these.
Okay.
So let's hear it in the song right now. Here is Some by Soyu and 정기고 featuring Lil Boy. Was Some by Soyu and 정기고 featuring Lil Boy. What are your thoughts?
I like, as I was watching the music video, I was saying that the beginning of, like, the situationship or like getting to know someone is like for me, it's the hardest part, because when they message, the messaging phase
It's the hardest,
specifically,
but one of the best
it's
part.
because when they text you, it's like, oh, they texted, oh, finally, oh, great. But as I said, it's like, there's a thing, and if you don't feel this way, this is just how I have perceived it in my life, is like, don't text too quickly, because then you're gonna seem like too easy, or like too, not clingy, but like too much basically.
So you need to
like,
play hard.
play hard to get, basically. And I'm like, why do we have to do that? If I like someone and I want to get to know them, why can't I just text them when they text me? It's such a big deal, basically. But I guess it is. What are your thoughts?
No, I agree.
Yeah.
But it's hard to control.
Yeah, it's hard to control your emotions, because it's like, it makes you happy, it makes you giddy, it makes you excited, and it might
And
be
you
on
want to
both
know
ends.
everything.
Yeah.
What are you eating? What are you doing?
Like, how are you?
What are you wearing?
Like,
Just
you want to
curious.
you just want to talk to them. You know, it's a simple thing. It's the same I'm sure it's the same when you actually be in a serious relationship or when you're married. It's like, it is what it is.
And I was just telling Nvee that sometimes I kind of miss that feeling, but at the same time, I'm so glad it's over.
Yeah.
That I don't
You
have to go
worry
through
about
that. Yeah. Because it was so hard doing that.
But I actually really liked this song.
It's a
really
nice
good
song. It's a very sweet song, right?
And
the
way
music video too.
Yes, and I loved the way they shot the music video because it shows you
It's so relatable.
Yeah, it's relatable. It's like, oh yeah, that's how I feel when they text me, or it's like that's how I feel. It's like when we do text or message, it's like, do they like me or
not?
like, yeah, and then you actually get to see them go on a date together and like get ready for the date, and like what was really cute was when the guy was, when they actually officially like, okay, let's go on a date. It's like, yes, it's like this kind of feeling. I was like, yeah, yes, we all have had this feeling.
So relatable.
Yes, I really like
been
that.
there. All right, now let's go through the comments. KS says, I like the song, sweet and refreshing.
Yes.
Exactly. And Taipei Wern says, oh, this song, it sounds like a flirty song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. Flirty song,
For sure, it's
yeah.
a flirty song. Yeah.
And King Lindo TV says, this song, you cannot help but sing along to it. It's so good. Yeah.
Even if it's I was singing along in my
You're gonna
head
keep
while I was
humming
talking.
it.
It was like, yeah, it's a very catchy song.
It's like, I love this song too, and it brings back so much memories. And moving on to questions about K-pop idol life.
Okay.
A lot of K-pop artists start out as a trainee when they're all still students, right? And some even debut while they're still at school.
Right.
So if you could have debuted earlier, do you think you would have enjoyed being a K-pop idol while you were still going to school? What do you think? I was a student when I debuted.
My younger self would 100% for sure say yes. But as I know the industry, I don't think I would have enjoyed debuting when I was still in school. Because for me, when I was a student in high school or whatnot, I was not the best student. Like, I would not do my homework or I'm not saying I was a bad student. I was a good student, but when it came to studies and self-discipline, at the time I just didn't have it. So in order to, if I were to debut and add that to it, I don't think I would have passed. I don't think I would have graduated school. So I think it's a good thing that I debuted at an older age because I'm still learning self-discipline, but I know more how to discipline myself now than I did when I was a teenager. And it's a lot, though it's fun.
Right.
Like when my younger self was like, oh yeah, living my dreams, being a singer, getting to perform, do this and this and this. It's great. That's the best part about being an idol, is making music and performing and doing all this. But it does come with it comes with hardships too.
That's true.
And for me personally, as a younger person, I don't think I would have been able to handle it at the time.
I see. I was a middle school student when I was a trainee.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was in. When I first became a JYP trainee, I went to middle school in Korea, and I remember students would walk around the hallway to see me. Oh, she's the JYP trainee.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then there was a SM trainee in another class. He was SHINee, Taemin from SHINee.
You went to school with Taemin 선배님?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow, okay.
And there were some other current idol members too.
So
There were SM trainees and JYP trainees.
And this
So that
isn't
was
a
interesting.
specific school for
No, it was just a local school in
and then
Seoul.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we went to that school because it was close to our company, and SM and JYP was close to each other. They were both in Cheongdam.
Yeah.
So we went to that school, and then I debuted in my high school years.
Okay.
And yeah.
What was
the classmates were excited.
Since I didn't have the experience of going to school and then going to training practice or whatever, what was that experience like do at for your trainee days with
in my
school,
trainee days?
with school and that?
Oh, it
What
was
did you
tough. It was very tough to balance it because in the morning we had to go to school, and then after school we would go right into practice and practice until like late at night. So I feel like I had two different me,
Yeah.
a student me, and then
And
a
then the
trainee
trainee,
me.
yeah.
Even right now, I'm a DJ, and then when I go home, I'm a mom.
Yeah,
like
two different worlds, yeah.
worlds, completely different. So I think that was quite fun to have that, to have that experience.
Yeah, I mean, when I was in middle school and high school, all I did was go to school and then go home and either play games, take a nap, or hang out with friends, or maybe I would do like theater. I think that was the closest thing to like performing that I had was theater and like orchestra and choir. So like sometimes there would be those practices. And I'm like, sometimes I wish I had more of that, like the kind of training experience, especially when it comes to stuff that I love or want to pursue. I wish I had that. But I mean, everybody's life is different, and so
Right.
that's how my life went. And I'm kind of, at this moment, I'm glad that I didn't have to deal with both, because I just know I would freak out and I wouldn't be able to take it. I was like, I don't know, this is too
It's
hard.
always hard to balance two things, right?
Yeah, so have to do that at such a young age, like,
I know.
great. I think you did an amazing job. And so kudos to you for getting through that.
Thank you. And I remember in my high school years, Luna from FX she was in the next class, the other class. I was in like this class and she was in the other classroom. So we would always gather together because we were on a diet. So when other classmates went out to have lunch, we would just sit there at our classroom and have a sweet potato or something, have like a diet meal.
It's nice to have that friend. Who
And
has
then
that.
after school, we would get on the subway, get on the bus together, and she would get off at SM, and then I would get off at JYP. So much memories
That's cool, though.
with our uniforms on.
It's cool that even in school, you have someone who can relate to and like go to
Somebody who really understood what we were going through the same things.
Because I'm not saying that your other friends wouldn't be able to understand, but it's like two different things.
Yeah.
And if you haven't really experienced it, it's hard to kind of gauge your emotions. Like they can give you the best advice that they can, but at the same time, it's also hard if they haven't experienced it too. So.
Right. There's so much to
So
talk
I'm
about.
glad you had someone.
Yeah. And what kind of extracurricular activities did you like the most when you were at school? What kind of?
I did orchestra and theater, and it's actually funny. I was in freshman year of high school. I was in the varsity gymnastics team.
Gymnastics team?
Yes.
Oh, I can imagine you.
You want to know the funny part?
What?
I don't even know how to do a cartwheel. I could not do
Are
cartwheels.
you flexible?
No.
No. How did you?
How did I get in? Yes.
Yeah,
How did I
get
get in
in.
varsity? That was the only team they had. They didn't have like junior varsity basically to learn everything. So they're like, okay, she wants to do gymnastics. That's fine. And I did it with my sister because she was a junior at the time, and so we did it together. At least she knew how to do cartwheels, and I did everything. I did floor, the beam. I didn't compete with bar, but I learned bar, and that, oh my gosh. I don't know how gymnasts do bar.
It's amazing how they do it.
It's scary, but like you have to have a lot of strength. And I think, to be honest, if I do gymnastics again, if I try it again, I think I could do it now because I have a lot more strength than I did when I was a freshman. But yeah, that's a funny little thing that I had in high school. But I was a theater student.
That's
for sure.
interesting. Theater and gymnastics.
Yeah.
I was a cheerleader.
No way,
I was
really?
the only ECA I was part of was cheerleading, dance team, and choir. That's all. All related to music.
Choir, yep. And
Choir.
I wish I did volleyball, like community volleyball when I was younger, and I stopped it in high school. if I could go back, I would have done volleyball as well instead of doing gymnastics. But
I think it suits you. I can imagine
thank you.
playing
It's
volleyball.
really fun. I love volleyball, and also like Gabby also does volleyball too.
So you're also a sports girl.
Yes, I
Athletic.
wouldn't say like I'm the best at all sports, and it's actually funny when some people get to know me. I'm tall for a girl. And so they'd be like, "Oh, do you play basketball?" I was like, "No." I did. I played basically all sports when I was like 5 till I was a teenager, until I got into high school. So I know how to play all sports. It's just I'm not the best at them. Like I'm athletic, but I wasn't like, "Ooh, she's good enough to become a pro." Like it's just like
More like a hobby.
yeah, it's like a hobby. But volleyball, I wish.
All right. Well, you still have opportunity, so you can always go for it.
That would be fun.
Now we're going to listen to a couple of school-related songs next. First up is 학교를 안 갔어. I didn't go to school.
Yes.
by 양현 양하. And after that, we'll listen to 음악 시간, Music Time by 이승기.
Okay.
Heard 음악 시간, Music Time by 이승기, and before that it was 학교를 안 갔어. I didn't go to school by 양현 양하. And if you're just tuning in right now, we're joined by Nvee of Blackswan to talk about the K-pop artist's life on I Feel You. Did you like the songs?
Yes.
Two very different songs. Right?
Yeah, really though. I think the first one, it reminded me of when I was in like elementary school or middle school, and you know, what exactly this song is just not going to school. Like what exactly other than
I'm
what's
not
the song about?
completely sure.
Because I saw when I was watching the music video, I saw a lot of different. They were b-boying. I was like, what is going on?
Yeah, we were watching the music video together,
Yeah.
and
There was a lot. There was a lot of things.
dancing. This team was famous for their amazing dance choreographies. They're very good dancers,
Yeah.
and they're twins.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, they're
You
twins.
did tell me that. But yeah, it was.
They were a very big group back in the days. Yeah.
Yeah, it just reminded me. I was like, the feeling when I was younger. I was like, oh, I don't want to go to school today. I just want to like either play with my friends, go out, you know, like just have fun, be a kid, basically. So it reminded me of that kind of feeling.
Right.
The second song is
By
more.
이승기.
What is it? What was this one about?
It's called Music Time. So I guess it's about music.
I heard a lot of like
Wanting to study music.
in it. I was like, okay, they're going to the practice room.
Oh, you heard the word.
Yes.
Good job.
Yeah, I was like, okay, they're going to the practice room for something. I don't know what it is, but yeah, so learning music basically.
And talking about school, I have a question.
Okay.
Did you ever get to perform at school festivals?
Of course, like
Really? And like university 대학 축제? University festivals?
대학교 아니요. Like I didn't
Not
do anything
university.
on college, university. Well, actually no.
Because like many idol groups perform at
festivals.
yeah, festivals.
So
I was wondering if you had the
My
chance.
college life, yes, there are festivals. I didn't go to any of them actually.
Oh,
like
I mean, as a team with
as a team.
yeah, as a
no,
team.
we haven't done that yet.
Not yet, but hopefully soon. And I have to tell you, I must say that university festivals are so much fun.
So what do you do at the festivals? Like
You just perform,
perform?
your songs, and
Nice.
it's just the energy of the students
Yeah.
is so much fun. So I hope
Okay,
one day
I hope we
you
get to
will
experience
get
that.
to
That would be
experience
fun.
that. Yeah. And last question I have for you is: you said you were in an orchestra, so I was
Yes.
wondering what instruments you played.
I played violin and cello in orchestra. So mostly violin, but I know cello too.
So
Yeah.
can you play it? Can you still play it?
I can. It'll take me a little bit of time to get back into it because it's been like almost 6. I mean, I finished when I graduated high school, so about 10 years.
Wow.
About 10 years. But I'm sure I can pick it back up.
But violin and cello, two very classical
I love the
instruments,
cello
yeah.
though. The sound is very beautiful.
Love the sound too. Well, time flew by again, and it's already time to say goodbye.
No.
Yeah, well, thank you as always, Nvee. Have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you next week.
Okay, I'll see you next week.
See
Thank
you.
you.
Goodbye. And taking Nvee out is Lee-jeok with the song 같이 걸을까? Would you like to walk with me?